Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides, and if you like Toyota Supras, I probably have two of the most badass Supras I think I've seen. Toyota Supra, it's been around for decades. The problem is, in the beginning, it didn't have a ton of horsepower. They didn't handle that great, but boy, by the 1990s, a twin turbo Supra was actually running the game on Corvettes and other high performance cars like Porsches and whatnot. And then in 1997, unfortunately, Toyota decided to X selling the Supra here in the United States. Now, there is reports that the Supra is making a return. The question is, what is it going to look like? What's going to be its power source? And are they even going to call it a Toyota Supra? But anyways, until that day comes, let's go ahead and check out these Supras. One of the things I've always loved about the 1990 Supras is I love the front end. I really think that this is, I keep using this word a lot on some of these cars, timeless. You would think that with the end of the muscle car era, classic cars, that cars would lose that timeless character to them. These cars, I'm telling you, rolling down the street, they look like they're from the 21st century, even though it was from the 1990s. I love the headlight setup. I love how this owner put a nice carbon fiber splitter down here. It gives it a nice extra touch. And that's the thing is, a lot of these Supras, you're going to see owners have done lots of things to them to make them specific. The biggest thing with a Supra is underneath the hood. Let's check out this engine. So this is a 2JZ. The 2JZ is famous for its durability, its strength. People are getting over 1,000 horsepower out of this setup. You can see with the Borg Warner turbocharger setup, we have the open cam belt setup going up here, larger intake, injectors. It's all about getting more air, more fuel, makes a louder bang, gives you that extra horsepower. Another thing that I like is I like the way they took the carbon fiber and brought that into underneath the hood, and it's got a Mishimoto radiator. The problem with some of these cars is when you're running this kind of horsepower, this car produces over 800 horsepower, you're going to need some extra cooling because that is going to help you keep those horsepowers high and consistent. If you walk away around to the side here, I like how the owner put these Weld Racing wheels. Remember, a lighter wheel is going to be that lighter rotating mass, that unsprung weight. You can see with the brake calipers how it's got the Supra. I don't know if Russ, my camera guy, could show you that Supra name is lurking behind there. These are really, really nice wheels, and they're meant for the drag strip. Check out down the side back here. I've always liked the venting on the side here that they put into the bodywork. And then to wrap it off, this thing is sitting on these huge slicks. This thing is made for the drag strip. You can see the owner took the wing off. I'm not really a big fan about taking the wing off because I really feel like that is Toyota Supra specific. But he went ahead and did it. And guess what? It's his car. He can do whatever he wants. This thing is running some sick times in the quarter mile. If you don't like this one, check out this blue one right next door. Let's go ahead and look underneath the hood. This guy wound up going a little bit more of a mild route. Now, what I like about this car is even with the more quote unquote mild route, it's still putting out well over 500 horsepower. I really like the carbon fiber accents that they decided to do with a little bit of the purple. It takes the color from the outside in underneath the hood. You can see how I like the way he went with doing the coating on the turbocharger. He's using heat wrap because remember, it's all about keeping the underhood temperatures from getting too hot because that heat is going to rob you of horsepower. If you look down the side here, this owner as well went with the popular Weld Racing. These are forged wheels. A forged wheel is lighter than a cast wheel, and it's going to give you better performance. There's those calipers with the Supra name. There's no need to really upgrade them to something else because Supra was running some really wonderful brake setups, even stock. I really love the flow of this car. I like this one because the owner decided he actually put a different wing on it. So this wing is actually a TRD style wing, Toyota Racing Development Wing. This is something that they used a lot in racing and over in Japan. It keeps that nice look, but it gives an extra touch. I really like the carbon fiber on this wing. And I think my favorite part about these Supras besides the front is the back. I really like the way that the tail lights are encased. Even though they're individual, they're in one housing. I like the shape of the rear bumper. And as you can see, like a lot of other guys are running, is that single exhaust setup. That's going to cut down on weight. That larger piping is going to give you more power because it's all about getting air into the engine and air out of the engine. I don't know about you, but these Supras are two wonderful pieces of Japanese import history, and I'm really curious, what is the next Supra going to look like? If you like these types of cars, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you want to see. If you haven't been to my website, go to ratiesrise.com. You can send me a message directly there. Check out my Radies Rise Instagram page. I'm also on Twitter. In the description of this video, there's a link for Bonfire. Go to Bonfire. It's a crowdfunding site. You could buy a Radies Rise t-shirt. They're only 15 bucks. You support Radies Rides. I appreciate your guys' support. I appreciate the subscribers. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.